Hello ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited time to kill patch has arrived, and in this video I will focus on the Medic SLR changes. I will tell you which of the Medic SLRs have seen the biggest changes and are the biggest winners. First off, the biggest changes to all the Medic SLRs is the overall improved range, meaning less bullets to kill at both close and long range. Also, the SLRs have gotten a very big buff to their accuracy, reducing the overall spread increase per shot. First off, let's talk about close quarter SLRs, such as the Autoloading 8 Extended and the Fedorov and the 1907. So the Extended has actually received quite the buff, having received a 3 BTK increase up to 22 meters. Which actually makes this almost an edge onto the performance of the 1907 and the Fedorov. Also, the 4 BTK is actually like at 38 meters. So it actually is very close and bordering in on the performance of the other close quarter oriented SLRs. However, the 1907 factory is the most accurate of all of these SLRs, having a really crazy 3 BTK up to 38 meters and 4 bullets to kill up to 53 meters, which is quite insane in my opinion. It's quite insane if you use this weapon at range. And then you have the Fedorov, which is basically you don't want to click like a maniac on your mouse kind of thing. Where you can basically now, you can almost spray people down with a Fedorov at like 50 meters, no problem, just spraying them down. And in my opinion, the optical variant is still the best, just because you have like even less spread increase per shot than on the trench. And the trench has new iron sights, which, you know, the old iron sights didn't really bother me much. So now they changed them, which, I mean, I don't really like them now more than before. So yeah, and that's it for the close range SLRs. And now we come to the second most used SLR, which I have played from the beginning of Battlefield 1, which is the Rigotti trench, and also its other variants of course, which have actually this time around received an animation fix. So the reload is still very long and annoying, unless you always make a 5-round reload. But it has gotten quite a buff. It has now 3 bullets to kill up to 54 meters, which is pretty insane in my opinion. The Rigotti has not received any other buffs other than the SLR changes that have been done to all SLRs. Then you also have some minor buffs, such as on the Farco Hill rifle, which now has its 3 BTK range up to 54 meters. 54 meters instead of its usual 38 meters that it had before. Also, the overall accuracy buff actually really helps the long-range SLRs, such as the 1916 Marksman and the Mondragon Sniper. The Mondragon Sniper I actually really enjoy playing with right now, as you are actually able to do follow-up shots on both body and head shots, which is quite amazing to actually be able to do finally. In my opinion, the biggest losers of this patch is the Autoloading 835, funnily enough, and the 1906, the General Leo rifles, and to some extent the 1916, because the Mondragon is just way better in my opinion. And now we're coming to the biggest winner of the SLR changes, which is the RC. The RC is now really insane, having received both an increase in rate of fire, which previously was thought at DICE to be impossible to do because of sound design or something like that, which kind of seems like bullshit to me, but anyway. The RSC has received both a vertical recoil decrease and a horizontal recoil decrease, meaning that it will be even more accurate than before. And also it has now a 2 bullets to kill up to 70 meters. And since you have 6 bullets, or also sometimes 5, you can actually kill 3 guys with 1 magazine. For noobs this will be maybe a little bit harder to do. They will maybe only make 2 kills. But anyway, the RSC is actually now much better than the Model 835. Both because you can do more kills per shot, per magazine. But also because it's freaking 70 meters of 2 bullets to kill, which is absolutely insane. I think this weapon is pretty much the best medic SLR now in the game. However, this comes at the cost of this weapon being primarily for players which are quite accurate. So if you want to have a very skilled weapon, a very rewarding weapon to play with, you have to play with the RSC. And with the RSC, in my opinion, to really max out its potential, I would choose the optical variant. In my opinion, it really gives you that kind of edge at range and also helps you do some really nice flick shots. At least in my case, it has really done this. If you really hate optical sights, then you have of course only the factory variant, which has a little bit faster recoil reset, but you won't be as good at range as with the optical variant, because the optical variant has this spread increase buff, so it is much more accurate at range and you can shoot faster as well. In terms of sidearms for the medics, they haven't changed anything at all. So yeah, what I do have to say about the sidearms is though that I have changed my mind about some of the sidearms. So for example, the Taschenpistole, while being kinda nice to use, I much rather have the high alpha of the revolvers like the number 3 or auto revolver. And in the next DLC, in the Apocalypse DLC, we will get the MLK6 or something, whatever it's called, which is apparently an all-class auto revolver. And yeah, the Obras is just too random in my opinion in this game, because for some reason the developers at DICE thought it was a good idea to add ARM multiplayer into the game, which quite often happens to be the annoying part which ruins weapons such as the Obras. So, you know, in close range you would like hip fire someone and then you just suddenly hit the arm because of the movement or something, and this results in like a 90 damage done. That's quite annoying in my opinion. I much rather have the power of my auto revolver, and if you combo it with the RSC, then you just one-shot them anyways, so yeah. So to recap, the biggest winners are the RSC, the Autoloading 8 Extended, and the 1907 variants, such as the Factory and the Trench. Those are the biggest winners of this patch. I hope you enjoyed my first voice commentary, and I hope I will be able to continue to do more voice commentaries later on more videos. I see you on the next video.
Ich sehe mir die Wunde an. Du bist verletzt, ich sehe mir das an.
What? I got revived and 10 HP instantly because of sniper. It shoot me instantly.
Für dich, Kamerad.
How?
Erste Hilfe.
This can't be possible. Don't. Did you go? Because I pick up your kids to revive you. Can you switch again? Come here. There is your weapon. Man, come to me. What do you mean? There is your kids, man. Give me a hamburger.
Ich helfe dir!
Monkey with the shotgun.
Erobert Einsatzziel Bertha.
Hier, erste Hilfe!
Vielen Dank.
Feindlicher Sperr gesichtet! Da drüben ist ein Sanitäter!
But still 1 million enemies on the points. No, I can't because it's so much enemies. One more. Yeah, I die, I think. Why this teammate doesn't do anything? I can't pick up utilities because it was I killed like 6 guys and it was anyway 10 more enemies on the points. Can you revive me on the B?
Ich sehe mir die Wunde mal an.
A guy in front of my body on the between. Nice. Good guys. I am reloading. There is some dynamite. What? From behind? What the fuck? So fucking bad teammates! Can't imagine, I died again! Look, they're just walking on the top. What the fuck? So many teammates on the point! They don't attack enemies or what?
Ich sehe mir die Wunde an.
Where is support
Da drüben ist ein feindlicher
players?
Sturmsoldat!
Yeah, let's shoot me with the shotgun across the map.
Hier, erste Hilfe.
Oh man, can't see any ammo kits. Okay, now I'm with the medikits with the rifle grenades, very good.
Ein Maschinengewehr! Hier, Mann, erste Hilfe.
You have silence and rifle grenades! What a good kids, man, what a good kids!
Bist du verletzt?
Holy fucking shit, dude.
Hier, erste Hilfe.
Okay, here we go. Another cherry go ticket. Tell me information where he is. Relax, dude. Why so much stress?
Du bist verletzt. Ich kann dir helfen.
Where is the last
Bist du
guy?
verletzt? Braucht jemand erste Hilfe?
But why so many teammates and he is still alive?
Soll ich dich wieder zusammenflecken?
Wir haben Einsatzziel Albert erobert.
Lass mich deine Wunden versorgen.
Attackiert das neue Einsatzziel.
Ah, fuck.
Braucht Munition, schnell. Versorg deine Wunden. Du siehst, Kamerad. Ich hab für Hilfe. Erste Hilfe, greif zu, Mann!
An Einsatzziel Albert platziert.
What? You idiots.
Sprengsatz an Einsatzziel Bertha platziert.
Soll ich deine Wunden versorgen? Meine Wunden müssen versorgt werden!
Oh no. Fuck,
Lass mich
that's
deine Wunden
stupid.
versorgen!
Wir haben
Nice.
Einsatzziel Albert ausgeschaltet.
Hier, erste Hilfe!
Komm in das Kampfgebiet zurück.
Ah, okay.